This is another edition of our Magic the Gathering Doctor Who games on YouTube. So if you're watching, thank you for joining us. I'm Geoff, as you probably know by now, and I'm playing tonight with Graham. I was going to point to where you might be on the screen, but depends where I edit you in. And Kris, who's down there at the moment.
How we doing?
How are you both doing tonight?
Good. Really good.
Good. You had
good
weeks? Good week each, I should say.
For me, I've been quite varied, lots of different things happening, so I won't bore you with all that. But no, I've had a good day gaming all day today, so
good, nice.
I'm happy.
Great. And Kris, you're right. You've been sort of dodging the rain a bit this week, haven't you?
Pretty much, yeah. Like the actual work side's not been great, but I did have a job interview and got the job, and then I had to turn it down because I realised it wouldn't pay enough. So it feels like a win, even though I didn't get any.
I suppose you could use that moment to negotiate.
Oh, it was. Do you know what? It was at a zoo, and zoos and places like that have no money at the moment, do they? So yeah.
No, fair point.
So yeah, it was disappointing. Short-term contracts, not as much as I'm on now, so that was quite annoying. But it was a nice day out. Yeah. I got to see an orangutan.
Nice. So we're here for part 2 of, I don't know how many it's going to be, of the game that we started a couple of weeks ago. So we're really starting to get into it all now, aren't we? And I think, learning how the cards work a bit more and being a bit more brave with the, the moves that we do and things like that. So when we left the last episode, I think was it my turn last time? And I'm currently down to 26 hit points, so I've had a bit of a kicking so far. Would you guys like to remind us how you're doing?
Yeah, I'll go next. Well, I'm on 28, so I've had almost as much of a kicking as you have, but I have at the moment got some nice cards out. I've got Leela, who's bumped up by her own dice to 9/9. And one of my enchantments to 11/11.
Ooh, that's good.
And I've got a Saga out, but I can't remember where we were and what we were getting up to. I think didn't somebody just wipe a load of stuff out?
No, I was about to.
That's right. Yeah.
You was about to. Oh yeah. Right. Okay. I haven't got anything out. Not at all. There's no leaders anywhere.
Well remembered, Graham. So my 13th Doctor is a 2/2, but she's got a +5 on her. So that makes her a 7. I bought some saucy new dice here.
Oh yeah.
My Clara.
You can wipe that out, Kris.
My Clara is a 2/6 with a +2, so she's a 4/8. And I also had the Fugitive Doctor out, who's 4/4. So I had quite a good lineup here. But Kris, I think you were in a position of power, weren't you?
I'm about to have a turn. I'm playing the bad guys deck. So I have got things like a Weeping Angel out, that's a 2/2, a Dalek that's a 3/3, a Beast from the pit that's I've got about 4 turns before I can actually untap that one, which is annoying, but that's a 6/6. And then I've got this Saga out, Blink, which obviously does something different every turn. We're also on the North Pole Research Base, which says, the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent draws a card and creates a treasure token. And whenever Chaos ensues, create a 2/2 white alien creature token. When you do, tap target non-token creature an opponent controls, put a stun counter on it, and if a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, you just remove the stun counter instead. And I've got 33 life left.
Oh, that's a bit less than I thought you had, actually. So
I think, as far as I remember, Kris kind of he started really meanly. And then we clawed our way back.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, and now probably he's going to reverse that again, isn't he?
We'll see. I've got one thing. It's the Saga. It's one thing I've got to do is the Saga. It's the Blink one.
Yeah. I forgot I got Saga out as well, City of Death.
Okay. I haven't got any on mine yet.
Create a token that's a copy of a target non-Saga token you control. So yeah, just keep making tokens.
Oh, and I will.
That's on 4 of 6. That one.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on.
I must confess as well that I took a card out on my deck and slipped my new Clara in. So she's in there somewhere. But I was good, and I exchanged her for a sorcery card because that's what she is.
Okay. Fair enough. I can take that. Strictly against the rules, but this is a friendly game.
I'll just cut that bit out anyway. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just pointing that out in case I wanted to do something along the same lines later.
Yeah, and if I lose,
I think
I'm calling off the game on a technicality.
Rematch.
Yeah. It's good to have that in the bag.
Yeah. I've set myself up for that, really, there, haven't I?
Right.
Because we wouldn't have known,
No.
Geoff. We wouldn't have known.
And I mean, chances are she won't come out to play anyway, so I'll have no advantage from it anyway.
He says that now, doesn't he? Imagine.
It'll be the next
Yeah, I'm not taking any of that on trust at all. He's put her on the top, isn't he?
No, I haven't. I've shuffled them as well.
I did shuffle mine because I knocked the top 2 cards off and I didn't know whether to put them back on the bottom or in order, and I just thought, I'll shuffle them. I don't know what order they're in, and now I still don't know what order they're in. So.
Right.
Cool.
Chris, I'm ready for your
onslaught,
best shot.
as it were.
I was going to say, your least best shot would be preferable.
I'm ready for a weak attempt, not his best shot.
Something I can defend.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got, anyway.
Yeah, let's start straight away. So I've got to pick one of you to draw a card, haven't I? So I'll pick Graham, because I can't remember where everybody was. I know that if I pick Geoff, doesn't your Leela get more powerful?
I did. Yeah, there was something. There was something, wasn't it? I think actually that there was a card somewhere that meant something when I had to draw, or that you had to pick me rather than somebody else. But I draw a card.
I think it's
anyway.
because of Leela. Leela does something if Geoff draws or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Whenever an opponent draws a card, except the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, put a 1. Oh, that's right. Then she bumps up. If you'd have chosen Geoff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
I've got too many.
Me upkeep. I'll get all these untapped.
Oh, that.
That one goes down to 3. Very exciting.
That should be in there.
Draw.
Oh, God. I've got too many cards now, but I don't have to discard till the end of my turn.
Oh, that's all right. That's a brilliant thing to happen to me straight away. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is put a land down. I'm slightly out of order, I guess, but there it goes. You created a treasure token as well with that draw, is that right?
No, that my
that's what the
City of Death Saga.
No, that's what the plane says to do. When you draw a card, you create a treasure token as well.
Oh, right, it was in the thingy, wasn't it?
That's why I've got 2. I just realised.
Yeah. I was talking about
putting down my Reliquary Tower, which means I have no maximum hand size, and I can tap it for just a neutral mana, which is nice. And then I'm going to turn me Blink Saga to number 3, which says, choose target creature. Its owner shuffles it into their library, then investigates, which means they create a clue token.
Right.
Damn it.
I think, because she just keeps getting more and more powerful, I'm going to pick Leela.
Oh, phew, I thought you were going to...
It was affecting your decisions, wasn't it? So I would have done
I thought
that.
you were going to say 13.
I'm quite annoyed about that. I'm putting on a brave face.
I'm very sorry. Is she...
But I should say, that's right. I'm going to do just mean things to you.
Is she one of your commanders?
No. I've got the 4th Doctor and the Brigadier, who are both in the command base. I have to say, I can't remember how many times I've summoned the 4th Doctor.
He's quite a few.
I think it was 3.
He's returned more times than Tennant has.
Geoff, you were 13 and Dan, weren't you?
Yeah.
Evil Dan.
Just saying, Graham, you've got teardrops like the water mana.
Right, so I create a...
Let's have a look.
Token
a clue token.
An investigate clue token. That means...
What is it?
Oh, and I can sacrifice it to draw a card if I pay 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's about right. Right, so that's Leela dealt with. That's all right, isn't it? Well then.
No, but fair enough. I would have done. She was 11-11 and about to go to 12-12 on my next turn. So,
well, you'll be pleased to know.
Quite a mean card.
I bought gifts for everybody.
Oh, have you?
Because I'm generous like that. So I need to tap 3 just blank mana. So I've got that one as well. That one, 1, 2, 3, and a... Is it death mana? Skull mana? Grey mana? I'm not sure what it is.
Death or poison, I think.
I'm going to...
I just call them by the
colour. Do that to play a card called This Is How It Ends. And it's got Rory Pond being touched by an angel. And it says, instant. Target creature's owner shuffles it into their library, then faces a villainous choice. They lose 5 life, or they shuffle another creature they own into their library. So I think I probably will pick Clara, because she is also getting way too big for her boots. To quote Stormzy.
Which is quite apt, really.
Yeah, I mean, at least you get to shuffle your deck, so your other new card might come out.
So is that what I do? Put it back in, then shuffle my deck and take a card?
And then you've got 2 Claras in your deck. So you've got
although...
double the Clara statistics.
Yeah, but one of them's a sorcery, not a creature. Okay, so is that what I need to do, Chris? Put Clara back in and then shuffle and take a new one?
Nope, just put her back in and shuffle it. And then you faced the villainous choice.
Then there's...
Oh, yeah, okay.
So you can lose 5 life or shuffle another creature you own into your library as well. Villainous choice.
That is quite a villainous choice. Oh, I'm gonna give up my future.
How much? Which one's Chris's? You've got creatures out.
I do have some creatures out. Yes.
Yeah, you've wiped out mine. We're wiping out Geoff's.
I think
I sense an attack.
I think a new corner to corner rule is no bloody Masters of Evil deck in play anymore.
You said that about the other one I was playing.
Did I? Well,
no more
Chris. Clearly it's me.
I've got 100% record. This is only the second game I've played, and I've won the other one I played.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
So the only way is down.
Technically, I've got 100% record. That I've lost every game I've played.
Yeah, I've got 100% losing streak.
So what?
Oh, no, Geoff, we haven't finished the game with John.
No, we haven't.
We've still got a game.
Still going on?
There's still a hope of breaking the cut.
Let's be honest though. That's going to be another losing streak for me.
I've got no idea what was happening in that
game. No, he was very experienced. Yeah.
If he beats us again, Geoff, let's team up and do him.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, basically, we're going to have to do that just to stay.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
He's wiped us out, and he hasn't even attacked us yet.
No.
Have you still got creatures?
I got 13. Yeah, she's 7/7 now, so that's better than nothing.
So that means I'm going to get attacked.
Oh, I can do something else. Can I do something else? One.
Well, morally, no. Maybe you shouldn't.
I've got to wait till the next turn to do that one. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do is... I'm going to get rid of me treasures. How did we get treasure? Who was giving me treasure last time?
That might have been from that draw thing, from the Leela.
Right, so, okay. Well,
I can't remember now. It might be something completely different. Treasure is good.
Yeah.
It's Edit Axum. Isn't it?
What is Menace? Menace means you've got to be blocked by 2 creatures, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you what then. I'll tap 1, 2, and clear these 2 treasure tokens to play Davros, the creator of the Daleks.
Hey.
He's got Menace, and it says, at the beginning of your end step, create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with Menace. If an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, then each opponent who lost 3 or more life this turn faces a villainous choice. you draw a card, or that player discards a card.
Oh, okay,
So that's great, isn't it?
No, but
I've
begrudging admiration,
having a good time.
Eternal hate.
Paul's got the mark.
We never have a good time when it's your joke, but okay. That's a nice card. That.
Yeah, no, he's the other commander in the deck. I just went with Missy because I think she does something more interesting. I just haven't got quite enough mana to get through. Nice. Let's have a look. So, what have I got? I've got Alien Angel, who's got First Strike and Vigilance. I've got a Dalek.
I'm going to have to ask Paul to send me back his Masters of Evil.
Yeah, because presumably you could mix. You've got those Angels cards as well, haven't you? So they'd all line up.
Yeah, because your decks are color coded, but you can use some cards or artifacts or whatever will give you other mana. So
yeah,
even
I think as long as it matches the commander, isn't it? Is the sort of the key.
Yeah,
because I've got those other ones coming. You know, the 14th and 15th Doctors, and
yes.
I think it's the Meep and the Toy Maker.
The Toy Maker, yeah.
Yeah. So I might
because
have to
they
get
wouldn't.
creative
I can't
and make a
imagine.
deck.
Yeah, I can't imagine these secret lair cards would be released, but they could only work in a handful of decks, or in your regular 60 card set.
It's quite daunting. I feel like each deck's got a win condition, but I don't know enough about all of the win conditions to build a deck with them in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You need, it needs a lot more study, especially not having the other decks. Because I can only really use 3 colours with the cards I've got.
Some of them are quite cheap at the moment, aren't they? I think the 13th Doctor one's dead cheap.
Well, I was thinking of getting boosters and things.
Did you see that lad on X, formerly known as Twitter, that opened boosters and got them
Thomas
sweet
Beach?
promo cards? Yeah.
He bought 2 packs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not played yet. Actually, I said he should join us next time, and he was a bit worried because he said, "Well, I've never played before." And I said, "Well, we were newbies when we started, so
most of this is made up."
Yes, it's corner to corner rules. There's no handbook here.
We could offer him a chance to play you privately for a quick.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants, they'll give him sort of an insight into what it is
that'd be good.
Or how our standard is. Maybe not let Kris see.
Yeah.
Don't let him in.
I think Thomas.
But, you can just have a one-to-one game and have a chat and get to know him.
Yeah, I think
he might be more into that.
He'd be up for it, I think.
If you're out there.
So if you're watching, Thomas, hello. Yeah, drop me a line again.
Right. Okay. Well, then I'm going to be dead cruel because
you are a villain.
Yeah, that's it. Because I want to do another villainous choice. Because that's the thing. So because you've got nothing, Graham, I'm going to attack you with a Dalek that's a 3/3.
Okay, it's just going to get through. So I take it there's a villainous choice.
There is, yes. Which is it's the Davros one. So at the beginning of your end step, create a 3/3 black Dalek artifact creature token with menace. If an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, then each opponent who lost 3 or more life this turn faces a villainous choice. You draw a card, or that player discards a card.
Okay, how many cards in your hand at the moment?
He's got unlimited.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I've also got that new land that means I don't have a hand size.
Yeah, okay. I've got too many cards. I might have to discard one at the end of my turn anyway. I'm sure I could play one. I don't really want to get rid of any of these, so I think if you got 6, you might as well have 7. Take a card yourself. But nice. I've got to lose 3 life, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm losing now, Geoff. You're not the loser. I'm on 23.
Score.
It seems to be... I didn't seem to lose much life the other game until all of a sudden it just all completely went.
Yeah, it was going all right, yeah. Then it just sort of started dropping off.
So what are you down to now, 23?
Yes.
23. Okay. That's good. I've got like a 10 life cushion. Oh, cool. I think that is... that'll do it.
Let's see if you have when it gets round to your go again.
It's no more than I deserve. Oh, no, wait, hang on. Let me do one more thing. I'm going to roll the planes dice.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, and it's chaos. So...
Right, which...
The North Pole Research Base. It says, whenever chaos ensues, create a 2/2 white alien creature token. And when I do, tap a target non-token creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. So, let me just find out what a white alien does.
Isn't that like...
It's an abominable snowman.
Isn't it an adipose?
Oh, do you know what? I might have to get one out of another deck. Give me a second. In the meantime, I guess I will get Geoff to put a stun token on the 13th Doctor.
Okay.
So that means that
I'm
she
going to
can't be
use
untapped.
this. No. That sucks.
It's the advantage of having all the decks, isn't it? Showing up.
How long does she have to stay stunned?
So the stun token, just if you were to untap her, the stun token goes instead.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's just so you have to untap over 2 rounds.
Yeah, so that's what the Beast in the Pit guy's got. I've got 3. It came on with 6. So yeah, instead of there we go, a token alien creature, an adipose.
That's quite mean.
These are 2/2. Where should I put them? Just down here. There we go. Oh, well, that'll do it, won't it? An adipose. Nice. And then I need to find the new land. The new plains, rather. Here we go. Besieged Viking village. All creatures have boast. 1. I don't know what boast is. Anybody? It says, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate only if that creature attacked this turn, and only once each turn. So in theory, I guess that means... Let's have a look. Boast.
An activated ability that can be activated once a turn, but only if the creature that has the ability has attacked that turn.
Okay.
But that doesn't tell you what it does it? Right.
So it says...
Oh, it's a boast ability. So it could be in... What's your boast ability?
It says put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate only if that creature attacked this turn, and only once each turn. And then it says whenever chaos ensues, put an indestructible counter on a target creature you control that attacks this turn. So that means that Dalek that I attacked with is now a 4/4, I guess. Oh, and I've got to create another one of those.
Yeah, boast is basically post-attack, you get a bump up.
I've got to create another... This is my end step as well.
Makes sense with the name.
So I've got to add another Dalek in here. Do token creatures come in with summoning sickness?
No, I don't think so.
No, because they're not summoned, are they? They're created by something that's already in play.
Alright, so yeah, I've got a couple of blockers ready to go then. Sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry because you've stunned the only creature opposing you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, because there's the Fugitive Doctor still, isn't there? There's a 4/4.
No, I put it back in my deck, so I didn't have to take any.
Ah, of course you did.
Points off.
Oh, wicked! Oh yeah, good round, everybody.
Right, Geoff, where do you know this guy from? Is it my turn?
It's you. Yeah.
Right, untap. This is just going to be a summoning round for me, I think. Oh, this card are drawn. Oh, yet another card, expensive. Just trying to see if any of them's got the ability to attack straight away or anything.
Oh, haste. Is it haste?
No. Yeah, no, I haven't. Right, so now I've just got to... I'm doing maths to work out what's the most efficient way to get as much as possible out of my hand. So I've got to see what I've got. Right, that's colourless. That's 1 of 3. That's 1 of 2. That's Another 2, 3. Okay. I haven't got that much land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. But they've got all the colours. If I can sacrifice that treasure token for 8th mana, so I've got 8 manas. I know I don't have to do my. Yeah, I do have to do my saga. I've got to turn that to 5. Create a token that's a copy of a target non-saga token you control. The only one I control is a clue, so I've got 2 clues. Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
Oh, where's my little dice? Right, so I put 2 on the clue because I haven't got another one. Right. So I'm going to tap. I've just got to make sure I've got the right colours, but I've got 8 mana to use. So I'll have you. No, I won't. I'll have you. That's 5, and that's 4. That's too many. Oh my goodness! What have you done to me, Kris?
Sorry.
That's that one. I'm just looking at how much these things cost rather than what they actually do. But it's kind of what I'm used to. I'm going to have the 7th Doctor and Joe Grant. I've just got to tap the right mana to get 2 plains, 1 water, and the rest is whatever it needs to be. That's a plain. That's of any colour in your commander's identity. So that's another plain. Land opponent controls. Just need to find one that says green, no blue. That one can do blue, and they're all just neutral. Right, I just wanted to make sure I was getting it right. Don't have to discard. Right, so I've brought out the 7th Doctor. Whenever the 7th Doctor attacks, choose a card in your hand. Defending player guesses whether that card's mana value is greater than the number of artifacts you control. If they guess wrong, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. If you don't cast a spell this way, investigate. So that's really complicated.
It's making my head hurt.
But it's just about, whether I get a new card or not.
He's powerful, isn't he? He's 3/6.
Right, and he's 3/6. Yeah, that's the main reason he's come out. The Joe Grant. Each historic card in your hand has cycling 2 white mana. White mana and 2 others. Cycling, discard that card and draw a card. So it cost me a lot to cycle through them. But whenever you cycle a card, I can put a 1/1 counter on Joe Grant. She starts 3/2. And she's a Doctor's companion if the TARDIS comes out. But legendary creatures I control get 2/2 from this sorcery. So he's actually a 5/8 and she's a 5/4.
Ooh, okay, that's fun.
And that's the end of my turn because I obviously they've summoned. I can't do anything. That enchantment that's quite meaty. That is because in this deck most of my cards are legendary.
Yeah, say all of them, I guess.
Yeah, mine are legendary. Yeah. Right. I'm untapping.
They might have overdone the legendary in this game.
Yeah, I've no idea what it means, so yeah, I'll take your word for it.
It was just an extra layer on the creature, isn't it? It's an extra kind of creature class. They count as creatures and legendary creatures for spell effects.
Okay, so I need to draw. So I've untapped. I've drawn. Okay, I'm going to play that land card. And then, okay, I'll come to that in a minute. So my 13, if I untap her, does that remove the stun? But I can't do anything till next time.
She stays tapped, basically. You just remove the stun instead.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Right, so I've just I've taken my stun token off 13, so she's still tapped, so I can't use her. I'm going to pay one. Yes.
Hey Geoff, when you put that interlude in the video, can you put Max Headroom coming in?
Can you believe that? Still nobody knows where that signal interruption came from.
Oh,
bonkers, isn't it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
So cool.
Right, so I've just put this land card down. Now there's a thing on it. Tap 1 mana, and I can sacrifice this Waterlogged Grove card to draw another card. I can do that now, even though I've just played it, can't I?
Sorry, I was still thinking about Mac.
I guess, yeah. It depends on the wording.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is turn that over, so I can sacrifice that, and then draw another card. Okay, that's good. And then, so I'm going to cast Yaz 1, 2, 3, and a fire. So I can cast Yaz, which is the card that just came out. So she's got summoning sickness, so she can't do anything right now. And then I'm going to use Into the Time Vortex, which allows me to cascade. When you cast this spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost, and then you put the exiled cards on the bottom in a random order. So I'm going to put that down and tap it, and I need to do fire 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so then that's 4 of anything, and so I guess 5 mana. So it needs to be, what did it say? A non-land card that costs less. So this is an instant here. So that's done, and then this has given me the Think Twice card with 12 on it. Okay, so that's an instant, and then I can use that now, can't I?
Anytime you want to use it.
Yeah. So
instant. Yeah.
Tap front. Yeah, tap Frontier
mana,
Bivouac for a water mana, and then my forest here has got was duplicated by one of my other cards. So now I've used Think Twice, draw another card, Surge of Brilliance. Can I cast that as well? Instant. Paradox. Draw a card for each spell you've cast this turn from anywhere other than your hand. So did I cast anything not from my hand? Land doesn't really count, does it? So that's probably a no. Okay, so I'm going to hang on to that. So I can't attack, can I? Because my doctor is tapped. And Yaz has got summoning sickness. That's right, isn't it? So she's still 13, still stunned until her next go, isn't she? Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm done. Yes.
Oh,
I really wanted to attack then, but I couldn't because of that bloody stun.
Right.
It
Me
is.
then, is it?
For a nice gentle turn.
Cool. Right, okay. Let's... I'm going to untap everything. That goes down to 2. Oh, that's untapped, so that's untapped, I should say, for Dalek. So me Blink Saga goes to 4 now, which says create a 2/2 black alien angel artifact creature token with the first strike vigilance, and whenever an opponent casts this creature spell. So basically, I'm just going to double up on the angel. Okay, let's do that. Let's put 2 on that one. Vigilance is where they don't get tapped, isn't it? Cool. All right. that changes.
Why haven't I got any of this? Oh, I've got a trample. Way.
Oh, I've not drawn. Okay, I've got a draw. Oh, fantastic. Yep, okay. We're going to play a land called Haunted Ridge, which enters the battlefield tapped unless I control 2 or more other lands, and which I do. Okay, so I've done that, so I guess Blink goes now.
I'm just going to do something whilst you're playing. I'm going to use some of my dice to represent the additional mana that I've got here, rather than the
quite right.
card.
Look at Geoff and his new dice.
I'm jealous. I feel like my dice are basic.
Mine come from a board game that I have not played because it requires like 6 people to come round, and I basically bought it just before the pandemic. It's never been done.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the way?
I did have a normal dice,
right.
but then I saw these, and I only had the one of it, which was why I had to use all those tokens. So I thought, I'll treat myself to these.
Right. I was going to bring in Missy, which does something
for you.
really cool.
Didn't she turn loads of stuff into Cybermen?
Yeah. Yeah, so basically Missy's power is, anytime anything dies, whether I've caused it or whatever, it comes face down to me and it becomes a 2/2 Cyberman. And then at the beginning of the end step, each opponent faces a villainous choice. And each artifact creature I control deals 1 damage, or I draw a card and chaos ensues.
Graham, do you think we picked the wrong deck here?
But
I just looking at my Brigadier in the command slot, and I might leave him there if Missy's about. I don't want anything Cyberman-y to happen to him.
Yeah. Don't let him have PTSD from it.
I'm going to do something slightly similar, but also different, I think. So I'm going to tap. So basically it's the side controller, and he's got X water death, and it's a legendary artifact creature. And when the cyber controller enters the battlefield, each opponent mills X cards. So mill is where do you put them into your graveyard or at the bottom of your deck?
Do someone want to double check that?
Yeah, I'll do that. I think it's the graveyard because you're milling your deck. You're making your deck smaller, but I'll check that while you're carrying on.
What would the X be there, Chris?
Yeah. So they mill X cards. Put all creatures cards milled this way onto the battlefield, face down under your control. They are 2/2 cyber.
Yeah, they go in the graveyard.
And then.
Okay.
Right, that's fine with me, isn't it? Okay, so if I tap these 3 for the main cost, and then I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4 for the X. So that's mill 4 cards.
1. Sorry, is that both of us? Or is are you targeting Geoff? Do I have to do that as well? Right.
Each opponent mills.
I'm not going to look at what they are because they'll just depress me.
And then
I'm actually.
I see. All right, okay. Leela. You're making me mill Leela. The other 3 are lands, which I was really wanting more lands out because I've got so many cards out. Okay, so what happens to Leela? You just counter.
Yeah, she's gone.
Yours.
She's mine now. She's dead. She's a Cyberman.
I want to cry. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
So what do I do? I'll leave her out there as a marker, but she's supposed to be in my graveyard, isn't she? Supposed to.
Well, no, I think she's just out of the game because she's technically right.
But if I destroyed so she's a creature that you like. But if that creature dies, Is Leela still in my graveyard? Or is she just out of the game?
Good question. Presumably, yeah.
Yeah, I
Presumably
would've
she
thought
goes
so.
back.
I think she might, yeah. At the moment, she's stomping around the cemetery,
Did you?
being offered to the 12th Doctor.
Yeah, like the Brigadier.
Yeah.
That would have been good, wouldn't it?
Say
Did
again?
you do any, Jeff?
When you
Did do
milled,
any
no.
creatures?
No, I had artifact, enchantment, sorcery, and land.
Oh, cool. All right, that makes it easier.
That was
to keep
actually
track of
quite a
things. I know
good
it's
bundle for me there.
Yeah, no, that is absolutely fine for me, because the other thing that it does is other artifact creatures I control get +1/+1. So that means I've got an angel that's 2 angels that are now 3/3. I've got a Dalek that's 5/5. Another Dalek that's 4/4. Davros is 4/5. The artifact Leela is 3/3. Nope, that's about it. The rest of them are legendary creatures. So I've managed to sort of like get myself some powerful lands
Yeah.
again.
I'm just going to be blocking for the next few rounds, I think.
Maybe, I don't know, because it's that 7th Doctor is powerful.
Well, he's 5'8", but I've got 2 creatures out. If I attack with any of them, I'm in trouble because you've got so much out, and I've only got 23 life. So
Yeah.
I'm keeping. Obviously, I might lose them in blocking, but I'm certainly not going to risk them in an attack until I've got more creatures out. Obviously, which will come in time. I just need to keep the ones I've got as well as add, rather than keep replacing things all the time. I just wish I could get everything out once and kick your butt.
Yeah, I keep doing that. Right, let's just think. So I've got 1 Dalek that is 5/5, 1 that's 4/4. I've got Davros and a Cyberman. I suppose the poetic thing for you to do would be to attack the Cyberman Leela at some point, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to keep getting Cybermen, I won't know which one's Leela when I kill one, will I?
Yeah, no, that only happens once with the Cyber Control.
Oh, right.
So
the only Cyberman you've got a Cyber Leela.
Yeah, Cyber Leela. Okay. So you've got Geoff's got the Fugitive Doctor 4/4.
No, the Fugitive's gone.
3/3.
I decked her.
And
yeah.
Oh, the Fugitive's gone, isn't it? I keep forgetting that. Yeah. Decked it. So she has 3/3. 13th Doctor's 7/7 next turn.
No, she's 7/7 now.
And Graham.
I've got creatures with the defense of 8 and 4, which obviously, but they're both attack. It's 5. If you do attack me, I could take a chunk out of something.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I went for you, because these Daleks have got menace.
So I'd have to let it go or put both in there.
Yeah, that's right. It would have to be both of them in whatever order you wanted. But then I've got the 2.
Yeah, so you could occupy them with one Dalek and attack me with the other, I guess. Like if you get through with the other Dalek, but you would probably lose a Dalek then.
There's that besieged Viking village as well, which means that you get +1 when you attack. Yeah, it's got boast 1, so you get a +1 when it attacks, which is what basically happened. I'll tell you what I'll do then. I'm going to throw some stuff at it that I don't necessarily care about. So I've got these 2 alien angels and a white alien token. So the white alien token is 2/2. And the alien angels are 3/3. So I'll attack you, Graham, with them, if that's all right.
Two
Right.
two alien angels at 3/3 each.
2 alien angels that are 3/3, and a token alien creature that's 2/2.
And they don't have any like
2
menace or
3/3s
tramples
2/2,
or anything.
basically. The angels have got first strike and vigilance.
So they're 3/3. Well, I can block one angel with the 7th and one angel with Joe, and they would kill the angels and survive. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah. Unless you're adding one. Are you doing that thing where you add one after an attack on these?
If that creature only once each turn. When does that come into play then? I'm guessing after the attack.
Yeah, you have to have attacked. So where that damage goes, does it go to the creature or to me? I suppose you could choose, couldn't you?
Because it does. That's what I wondered. Does the boast kick in immediately because they've declared an attack?
Well, it doesn't matter so much because the damage that you have already done to my creature would still be on there when you got the other point to add. If you know what I mean. So, you would then have a choice between throwing it at me because my creature's already blocked somebody, or actually killing off the creature, perhaps. Adding it. So, but what would happen with the Doctor one is a 5/8, so he would take out the 3/3 that's attacking that he's blocking. Joe is a 5/4, so she would be down to 1 point when you gained your extra point. You could choose to kill her. Yeah, you could kill her
out as well.
Yeah, but I'd kill those two, and then I would take the 2 from the third creature, which I haven't got anybody to block. Yeah,
the little alien. So what we're doing then is that one of these angels goes because the 7th Doctor kills it, and then one of these angels
but also dies.
Oh
no, wait, no, because you got haste. Does the extra first strike? Sorry. Does the extra point kick in before I do my damage to you or after? I think it would be after because it's like the whole attack has to resolve. Oh, I think I do kill you despite the first strike because of the way the damage comes.
Yeah.
But Joe obviously does die.
Because all it says, all creatures have boast 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Activate only if.
Oh right, it's a counter. I thought you were being given an extra point of attack. No, if it's just no, you add, but it's too late to resolve in the battle, so Joe doesn't die. Right, but that is then permanently on the creature.
The angels are gone. Yeah, the angels are gone, but they're tapped. No, yeah. And then you take 2 from the...
yes, so I'm down to 21. I got slimed by a little adipose. Fat lump. Got enough adipose in my belly I need to get rid of.
21, Okay, that's cool.
And these are creatures you didn't care about.
So, Geoff's... as I say, so Geoff, because you've got nothing, I'll attack you with me 5/5 Dalek.
Okay.
That has to be blocked by 2 or...
Okay, well I can block it by Yaz and the Doctor.
No, the Doctor's still tapped. Yaz is summoning sickness, but you can block with that. You can't block with the Doctor if she's tapped.
Yeah, she is technically, yeah.
You have to take it.
Yeah.
Unless you've got cards in your hand that can affect it. Or abilities in play that you can manipulate.
I don't believe I do, no. So I will take the 5. Is it 5 points?
Okay.
It takes me to 21.
Yeah.
Hi, Geoff. I'm at 21 too.
Yeah, I thought you were, yeah. I feel 21.
That's a 6/6 Dalek, and that means
End of turn.
I do the Davros villainous choice as well now. So I'm at my end step, aren't I, basically? So I create another Dalek.
God.
That's only a 3/3.
To be honest, 3/3 at the moment.
It's only a 3/3.
3/3 only matters if I haven't got the creatures to block. Most of my creatures should be able to deal with that.
It's because it's got menace, isn't it? So it means that you're able to tap 2.
That's Daleks for you.
So you can sort of throw them into the meat grinder a little bit, can't you? And I like that they're just easy blockers, because as long as Davros is there, I keep getting them. And then each opponent who lost 3 or more life this turn faces a villainous choice. You draw a card, or that player discards a card.
I only lost 2.
I lost. Yeah.
So yeah, that's Geoff.
What was the choice? You draw a card or what? Or I lose a card? For my deck?
Hand.
For my hand? Oh, for my hand.
From your hand.
Okay, I will get rid of a card.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'll roll the planes dice one, mate.
I keep forgetting to do that.
And it's blank. Yeah, it's blank. This one's quite good. I've just used that one quite well because I've got +1 counters now. So like, I didn't want anybody else to start getting that advantage.
Right. That's the end.
I believe so. That is the end. Yeah.
Untap. So I'm on the last. Create a token that's a copy of a target non-saga token. Right. So I've now got 3 clue tokens.
Chris, your watching of other YouTube vids has paid off here, isn't it? I think we need to get on it a bit more, Graham.
Yeah, I've not watched them for a bit, but yeah, no, that was my homework. Was that one? It's like, I think as long as you understand the language and you come up with a bit of like a 2-turn plan. Yeah. All right. Are you writing it down as well? I've got my notes here. What you both got.
No, I'm just relying on my fallible memory.
Yeah, I sort of feel like I'm basically just trying to do clever things with cards, and I'm not putting myself in a position to be very defendable, really, or much of an attacker either.
Why?
I think, to be honest, what I'm sort of doing is just trying to get ahead of everybody else's all the time. It's just like
I'm just trying to keep the stuff out that I bring out. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep what I've got. It doesn't work out. No. You are a villainous player. You're not supposed to please me. Right, I just play up to it. Right, I'm bringing in Ace, Fearless Rebel, and Ace's Baseball Bat.
Ooh, Ace.
Right, so I've got to pay 3, so I'm sacrificing 3 neutral mana, so I'm sacrificing 3... Oh no, I can't do that because I've got to pay, haven't I? Oh, that's for draw. That's something else. I thought that was get mana. That was the treasure token, wasn't it? So I'm not doing that. So I can't afford to attach the baseball bat to anything yet. That costs me 3. Oh wait, I only need 1 mana to equip to a legendary creature. I didn't read that bit. Booyah. So Ace is carrying a baseball bat, which means baseball bat is basically +3 +0. So Ace is
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, she's a.
Except she's a legendary creature as well, so she's getting my +2/+2 bump up. So she's a 7/4. She's got.
Wow.
Whenever she attacks, I may sacrifice an artifact, and when I do, I put a 1/1 counter on Ace, and then it fights up to one target creature defending player controls. What does the it? The way it's written when it says it made me think it meant the artifact creature that I've.
Yeah. I think it means.
Yeah.
It means.
So it basically means if I do that, I have to attack a creature. I can't attack a person.
See, I'm looking at a picture of it. I reckon you attack, and then you can decide to sacrifice the artifact, and then when you do, Ace gets +1/+1.
Right? Yeah, that makes sense. I suppose because you boosted, haven't you? So it's a way to give her two attacks, I guess.
Sort of like the yeah, and you've sacrificed the artifact to do it.
And is there any cost on sacrificing? No. The only cost is attacking. Okay, so I have got that. Then they're not attached, so I'll put that there. But these could attack, but then they'd be tapped, and you've got loads of Daleks. That's my problem. I've got no mana left. You have loads of Daleks. I could draw a card here. I will draw a card here. So I'm going to drop the clue down to 2. We've only got 2 clues. Oh no, I have to use 2 mana. Sorry, no. I keep forgetting that. I want more mana. I've just milled 3 lands. Everything's your fault, Chris. Yeah. Everything. My whole life. Right. Yeah. This City of Death Saga has reached 6th. I've gained the benefit of it, so I'm going to move it now rather than wait till my next upkeep. Just for.
What happens? Do we all get to go to Paris?
That would be fun, but no. And if we did, you wouldn't be invited. Skagroth. Right. That's it. Geoff, you're going.
Terrible. Okay. I'm already doing something every time anyway.
Right, yeah, I'm not doing any attacks because it's just too dangerous to be left open right now.
Right, I'm untapping. Yaz and the Doctor are back in play. So, draw. Land card, play it. Right.
Oh.
Let's see if I can make this work. So,
just plug in a friend's book, Scribblergrons. Scribblergrons. Cartoons, Gruntley the Ogron cartoons from MAW Holmes. If you go on his website, his Twitter feed, Vision on Sound, at Vision on Sound #1. If you go on there, you'll find MAW Holmes. I can't remember his at. But then you can go on Lulu and order that book, and it's really good. He's an illustrator.
That's cool.
They've all been on. It's quite good.
Do you
it's a coffee table book full of loads of cartoons he's done over the years on Twitter.
So, do you know?
That's the worst plug in the world. Because I didn't look it up first. I just saw it behind me like 5 minutes ago, and I thought, I'll stick that on camera.
No, that's good. So, who did it? Gruntley the Ogron?
Well, no, they're Gruntley the Ogron's an account, isn't it, on Twitter?
Yes.
Well,
do you know who it is?
MAW Holmes does cartoons for him sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And they're kind of all compiled in there with a load of new stuff and articles and bits and pieces.
Yeah. Do you know who Gruntley is?
He's an Ogron. It's Gruntley the Ogron.
It's one of my favourite accounts.
Do you mean the account? Yeah, no, you mean who is the guy behind the account?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I've kind of got a couple of guesses, but I've got no way of finding
out.
Right,
yeah, okay. Yeah, he's really funny. It's so good.
But I don't want to say in case I actually fluke a right guess, because he obviously wants to be Gruntley.
No, you should do it. It's really funny.
Yeah. He works, especially with your deck, because he works with Davros. Adric's been adopted there for some reason.
Yeah, he's
madly in love with the lovely Joe.
In an urn.
It's weird not to have seen an Oberon, actually, isn't it?
Right.
Well, they're not well known enough.
Yeah,
to get
maybe.
in.
Yeah.
I suppose it might be the fact that they haven't got an appropriate card ability to. They would just be a grunt, wouldn't they? Just, no pun intended.
Yeah,
Or like a
totally.
token or something, you'd think. Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you what. I watched Resurrection of the Daleks.
Oh,
right.
right.
The first time
Yeah.
ever, and it was brilliant.
Which
Really
one was
liked
that?
it.
Is that the?
It's Peter Davison.
Yeah.
It's the one where Tegan leaves.
I always get mixed up between Resurrection and Revelation.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that maybe I had, because I just had no memory of this. I'm sure it's the first time I watched it, but yeah, it's absolutely brutal. It sort of made me think about it then, because when the Ogrons were in it, the Daleks were sort of quite fun. You know, they had these like Ogron slaves, didn't they? Which is, as fun as it gets. But yeah, no, in that one, like everybody is getting murdered by people. Like people are getting shot off screen and stuff. I couldn't believe it.
It's violent.
Was it Eric Saywood? He was quite violent. Was it a Saywood one?
That's it. Yeah.
Because I know Attack of the Cybermen. That's quite gory and violent as well.
Yeah,
isn't it?
we watched that
roughly the same
recently
era.
for we watched it for a subscribers episode, and yeah, it's pretty violent, that one. There's loads of Cyberman green blood spurting everywhere when they get shot and knifed and whatever.
And they crushed the guy's hands.
Yeah, that's right.
That's quite.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Right, I'm going to use 2 mana to activate the Thought Vessel artifact, which gives me another mana of any colour. So I'm going to just turn this water into a 3 and do that. Then I'm going to use another mana to activate the Soul Ring artifact, which then gives me another 2 mana. So I'm going to make this fire. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I had that. So there's 1 on there. So I'm going to make that a 3 now. So I've got 5 fire. And then I'm going to use this Arcane Signet by tapping 2 mana of any type, which I'm going to take off my forest one here. So I'm going to turn my dice round to 2. So I've done that and gained myself some mana. Now I'm going to play the Surge of Brilliance card on an instant, which is 1 water and another mana. So I'll tap that card and turn my dice down to 2. I hope this is all making sense. And then that gives me Paradox. Draw a card for each spell you've cast this turn from anywhere other than your hand. So I've now cast 3 spells out of my playing field. So 1 card.
That could be from your deck or from your graveyard or
Yep.
Or your command position.
What that I've cast?
No, you can cast. Sorry.
Oh yeah, from not my hand. Yeah.
Just trying to think
So-
all the various. You can't not from my hand, for example.
No, from mine.
Your play
So
area, but not.
Yeah, my play area, my play field, yeah. So Surge of Brilliance is now spent, and I'm going to activate 13 with a forest and another mana and a water. So she's activated. And now, whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, put a +1 counter on target creature. So I've now done 4
this is
spells.
convoluted. 4.
4 spells.
Yeah, I'm lost.
Okay? So that means that Yaz is going to get a +4 on her. So I'm not sure I'm finished yet. You might be pleased to know.
I'm not sure what you're doing at all. I forgot to planeswalk again. Oh my god! Every time.
Okay. Can I cast that?
Did you cast a load of stuff?
Yeah, they were
not in your hand,
all these artifacts were on my playing field here.
So does that mean your 13th Doctor is like a ridiculously powered thing now?
So it's quite matter of fact. Yes. What power? Toughness?
So she's now 5. She's still 7/7, but she's bumped Yaz up to 7/7 as well. Because,
I see. You put it onto Yaz.
So I was just going to say, her paradox thing adds whatever +1/+1/+1 to whoever you want to apply it to. Okay, I'm going to try something here. So bear with me. So I've got a card here that's a 4 and then 3 of the sun mana. So to cast those, I can just do any mana, can't I? Like when a card's got the diamond logo, is that right? Neutral for anything, yeah. So can I do that? I can't now. I needed to have done it with the artifacts. That's fine. I'll save that. I can't play that. So can I do that? Because this would be quite good, really, to do this.
Ooh.
What?
While you're still muttering, Geoff, just let Kris know, because this will affect Kris. This baseball bat, having fully read it properly, as long as equipped creature is attacking, it has first strike and must be blocked by a Dalek if able. So that. Yeah.
Oh, I've got loads of those.
So basically, the thing is, you can block with more than one Dalek, I guess. Still, but it affects you. So. If I attack you, just so you know, you have you haven't got the choice of letting it go through or blocking with something else. But first strike, and she would be massive. She would be still 7.
Yeah, let's make up a 7, eh?
Okay, I've just tapped 2 fire mana.
I mean, you could take her out. She's only 4 power. Sorry, Geoff. I'll let you get on with it.
So I'm doing a card with 3 of anything, a fire and a land. I've just tapped 2 fire cards, and I've taken my dice down from +3 to +1, which covers the 3 and the fire. And then with my forest card, I'm going to remove that dice, which was on +4, I think, for that in the first place. So that'll need to come back in the next turn. So that means I can now play the Fugitive Doctor. She's got summoning thickness. And then I'm going to... Can I? Yes, I can. I am going to tap Frostboil Snarl, Temple of Abandon, Desolate Lighthouse, and turn this fire one down. So then I can tap Yaz, and Yaz says exile the top card of your library until your next step. To your next end step, you may play it. So it's a land card. So does that mean I put it in and then I have to take it out again at the end of the step?
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I get distracted. I've got
it's like being on the
get distracted.
Receiving end of one of my turns.
I'm not listening.
Okay.
It takes too long for me to concentrate.
Yaz's thing says exile the top card of your library until your next end step. You may play it. So it's a land. So I can play it. But does that mean I have to then remove it at the end of the next?
No. You have the option to, because if it, for example, if it was a creature that you couldn't have afforded, it would have gone back. But
right, okay.
If you could have, so you got the chance to play it, you take it, you don't have to put it back.
Okay. So I just cast a spell from somewhere other than my hand in Yaz, which activates the Doctor's Paradox, which means I can stick a +1 on Fugitive, And now I'm going to attack at last. So let's start with. Oh, hang on. No, I've forgotten one thing. When the fugitive Doctor enters the battlefield, investigates. That's take my top card, isn't it? No, it's a clue token. Yes.
Create a clue token.
Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Clue. I don't know why that's there. Okay.
Ooh.
So, there. So I'm going to attack you, Kris, with my.
I am shocked, honestly.
With so can I just pick one person to attack, or can I have all three of them go?
That's completely up to you.
Okay, in that case, let's go. Yes, they're all tapped.
Have you got anything left to defend yourself with on other people's goes?
Why are you thinking in case I lose everything?
Well, even if you win your battles, you've only got 21 points and you're left wide open.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. All right. So, was I supposed to tap fugitive or not? I don't think I was I? Because I just played her now. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to use.
You will have defense then if one of them's.
Yeah, I can when she enters the battlefield, investigate, but I can't tap her yet. No. So I'm going to use Yaz, who's now 7/7, to attack you, Kris. Can you remind me what you've got there, please? Can I wipe?
Loads of stuff. Untapped, I've got a 4/4 Dalek, a 3/3 Dalek, a 4/5 Davros, a 3/3 Cyber Controller, and
can I take out Cybermen? A 4/4 Dalek and a 3/3 Cyberman?
You don't get to choose the blockers. Kris does.
Oh, okay, fine. All right.
Yeah. Is it just Yaz you're attacking with?
No, I'm just going to
get the 13th Doctor as well.
Yaz.
Well, I'll tell you what then. You just killed Leela. Cyber Leela.
Sorry, Graham.
Well, she's going back in the graveyard.
She's gone.
She goes in
Cyber
my graveyard because I own her. In my dreams.
Yes, you get her back, don't you? In your graveyard, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think she might technically, as a card, supposed to have been there.
Yeah.
But I like the thematic thing of taking her out until she's actually dead again.
Yeah.
Especially as it's Misty that created, wasn't it?
She's officially dead.
Or was it anyway? Oh yes,
you
were going to use Misty, right? Okay. Well, I think I can sit back. Kris, you better take revenge on Geoff.
I'm not.
Leave me alone. You're not done.
No. So
okay.
that is attacking technically casting a spell?
No.
Okay, fine. All right.
No.
I'm going to Yaz.
Who was it attacked? She gets both then because we got that plane, so she gets a plus one counter.
Nice. Okay, so she's up to +5. I'm going to attack with 13 as well.
All right. What, Graham?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, if it was that easy. To be honest, you have to declare all your attackers at once, so you couldn't have attacked Kris again with another separate attack. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He has to know what's coming in order to organise his blockers. So if you're still attacking, you have to attack me. What is the Doctor?
7/7.
7/7. What is 5? 8. I don't. I could, but then I think you choose who died.
You decide the order.
Yeah, I mean, I decide who blocks, and I could block with 2 creatures, and that would be enough to kill the Doctor. But then I believe I can't assign the damage. It means I would lose a creature because Geoff would obviously put all that damage on a creature he could kill. So what I'm actually going to
yeah, but you decide which one, I think, don't you?
And we did
Yeah,
look
you
that up,
decided
didn't
your
we? But it kind of feels like wrong to, yeah.
Yeah, that's that's what we found out.
It's like if I'm in a fight, if you and me, Kris, attack Geoff, it's like, and he punched, we'd be deciding who he punched. I'm not going to attack you, Geoff. Don't panic. But it just seems to, yeah.
I suppose it's like if Geoff was trying to punch me and you, one of us could choose to stand in front of the other.
That's okay. I'll take. Well, I don't actually want to kill Geoff's doctor.
Thank you.
Even though she'd be 8/8 on the next one if you don't.
No.
Would she be? Yes, I suppose, because I'm casting.
Well, I suppose if I do kill the doctor, you're more likely to attack. You're more likely to attack Geoff next turn than me. Your turn is coming.
Oh yeah, it'd be wide open. Apart from that fugitive doctor.
And my creatures, if I choose where the damage is assigned, will stay alive. So Geoff, I'm blocking you with my 5/8 7th Doctor. So that's 5 points of damage to you, and I'm soaking up the 7 you're doing to me. And Joe Grant, who is a 5/4 creature. So that's added. So that's 10 damage I'm doing to your Doctor.
Okay.
And I'm taking it all on the 7th Doctor, so he survives.
Okay. So do I need to either take the Doctor out and a couple of hit points, or split it, or how can I do it?
All the damage would be done to the Doctor. None would get through to you.
Okay. All right. So she's going back into her commander spot then. Okay.
I keep forgetting I've got commander up there.
So, yeah, I'm the same. I don't think I've brought in a commander since Rose.
Yeah.
The very first chance I had to do it, and that was it.
To be honest, I've got a nice bunch of mana, and I can usually do 1 or 2 things. But the commanders are quite expensive, so I've left them. I just need a lot more land out, I think. But, we've all got issues. So,
okay. That's the end of my turn then.
Okay.
You've got a ton of Daleks and Cybermen, which is making you very hard to get at, Kris.
Yeah, my plan is to build up a big army, defending myself with it while I'm doing it, and when it's big enough, then I'm hoping to be able to attack Kris. But obviously, he's building up his army at the same time, and he's got a head start. So
it's that Davros, isn't it? I
need a spell to kill Davros's. Anyway, so I believe it's still. Geoff, have you finished your turn yet?
Yeah, I'm done. It's Kris now.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Then I shall untap, except this one goes down to 1. So that means I've still got a stun counter on it, but it's there. So I'm 2 turns away. Untap. And then I'm going to draw.
I should plug my latest video, actually, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah, please do.
It's a television show, YouTube channel. I reviewed Spider's Web, an old 1970s TV show, with Anthony Ainley. Is in there.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's one of the leads. It's like they're like a little bit like the Avengers, but a bit more cynical.
Okay. And how would one see this?
If you get on YouTube, my TV review channel is called The Television Show.
Okay.
Because it's all about television shows, and I'm very imaginative. So there's a little plug. I'm glad I practiced with the other one because that was awful. But this one was all right.
Yeah, that was good. That was the important one. I watched that thing you did about.
Oh yeah, that's on Ross's podcast. Yeah, I could have spoken for a lot longer about that, but
I love Asteroids.
Well, I'm new to it. It's only Ross sent me that book, so that was basically my first impressions, really.
There's so much in it. It's so good. The Silver Guardian one, I think you sort of alluded to. That is the one that I think is.
I've only read the first book, which goes up to about 19, issue 19, and there are several other books to get. So I'm not sure if that's. But yeah, no, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it's a money sink, that one. Right, what do I want to do here? So the 13th Doctor's gone. Yaz is still out, and she's AA. And Graham's amassing an army. I don't think he's going to use that army to go for Geoff.
Unless he's wide open.
Just got a sneaky suspicion.
I mean, the thing is, if I want Geoff weak so that I might at least be second if I do lose. But also, if Geoff's out the game, you've only got one opponent. I don't want to be your only opponent. But then Geoff did just attack me. Sort of although I come off that better, so I'm going to forgive him.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
That shows you, Geoff, when you attack a Doctor ally, right? That's what happens. Right? Yeah. There's a villain over there. Think about it. Stern diplomacy, I call that.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I've got my 2-turn plan in place. Okay. So, I'm stuck because I haven't got enough mana, and everything's like the death mana, and I haven't got enough. I don't think. Or have I got enough? 1, 2, 3. I've not got enough to do it all just yet, but there is a plan.
I'm suitably worried, so
that's good, isn't it? Right. Let's think. Am I definitely going to do that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the order I want to do it. Or is it the order I want to do it? I've got 3 Daleks out. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to swap the order of how I was going to do this. Who died when the 13th Doctor attacked?
No, she didn't die. Because I assigned the damage all to the 7th Doctor, who had more life. No.
Oh, right, okay, so you didn't lose anyone then. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, yeah. I've changed mine. I am going to go back to my original plan. So I'm going to play a Dalek drone. A Dalek drone has flying and menace. I've got to tap 2 death mana. And then 1, 2, 3 for it. And it's got exterminate. When Dalek drone enters the battlefield, destroy target creature an opponent controls. That player loses 3 life. So I am going to target Ace.
She hasn't done anything yet. All right.
I know, but I'm worried about what she's going to do. She just seems to be...
She can, yeah. I mean, I've got 3 clue artifact tokens there I can sacrifice, which would be immediately over. So I think I could probably only do that once a turn, but over 3 turns, that would be a 3/3 bump up. So, yeah. I'm so looking forward to just having Ace with Ace's baseball bat, but he just doesn't care, Geoff. He just does not care.
No.
We're trying to play Doctor Who Magic.
Sorry to Sophie Aldred.
And he keeps trying to play it seriously.
I
know,
am being a Dalek.
At least you're being to Mag. Obviously based there.
And then, can I do anything else?
I've got a feeling Joe Grant could be quite good with that baseball bat.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's true. Yeah. She would do stuff, wouldn't she? You know.
Oh, but I've got a better idea.
Isn't she?
Yeah, she's a 5/4.
You're 5/4, okay. Sort of like doing that thing now where I'm thinking, what can I leave in reserve for these guys?
Oh, sorry. I got rid of Ace, but there was more to that, wasn't there? Do I have to take 3 damage or something?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that a player loses 3 life.
Oh, jeez, that's like now I'm into the teens now.
Oh,
wait,
Davros thing.
it only goes down to 20. This counter thing was. Oh yeah.
Oh, you turn it over.
Okay. Oh, there's that. That foxed me. That's all it needs. Oh yeah, numbers would have to be
Took
tiny.
Me a while. I won't lie
so I'm on 18. Gonna get a picture of Tom Baker to look at this time. He's
yes.
He's looking at me. It looks like he's judging me. Yeah, I've just finished watching season 17 because I got the standard box a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I think
it's a much better season than you think. Yes.
Is it the one that ends with Sharda?
Yeah.
I think that might be my favourite classic series. But then again, I'm only up to 21, I think, in terms of like me complete
It's
rewatch.
quite low on my Tom Baker list, but my Tom Baker list is most of the stuff in the Tom Baker list is in my top all-time list. So it's like
I think for me it's because him and Lala Ward are clearly just falling in love with each other. I quite like that. I think that's why I really like the Russell T Davies stuff the first time round, because it was just all soppy love stories, wasn't it? And that does it for me. So yeah, because you can see him, and then it's why season 18 is so brutal, because he just doesn't look at her ever. So he never makes eye contact. Yeah. Like once you notice it,
there is a much more chemistry in 17 than 18. Yeah.
Love it. Like, City of Death. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure it would be as fondly remembered.
Yeah.
It's because everybody knows what's going on, sort of thing.
I think Nightmare of Eden and Creature from the Pit have had like resurgences in love. Like people have come round to. That's what I think these box sets do. They make people concentrate a lot on these series because they look better than before. There's all these extras, and people reevaluate. That's the word I'm looking for. And I think they've gone up in a little bit. I've always liked Destiny of the Daleks because it was my first Dalek story. Because I only saw Genesis on repeat. I started watching about Deadly Assassin time.
See, my first Dalek story was Dalek.
That's quite recent.
Because I was born 88. Oh. So I had about a series left in us, and then it was nothing for ages.
Yeah, it was probably like, if you'd have been born like 10 years before and been 10 when it got taken off the air, that would have been a problem. But I suppose you didn't really know what you were missing until it came back, did you?
No, it's such a weird thing. Do you know, like when somebody tells you about something and you just know that you're going to like it before it's back? Or before it started. And I feel like that was always the way with Doctor Who for me. Like, it's such a weird part of our culture, isn't it? Like, everybody knows what a TARDIS is or a Dalek is. So even if I wasn't watching episodes because they weren't on, like, I knew what all these things were and knew what they looked like. And then, do you know what? The thing that really got me into it was there was a documentary made for would it have been the 30th or the 40th anniversary? Maybe the 40th, that they broadcast on the BBC. And I watched it with my dad, and it was the first time that I'd seen a lot of these things actually on screen and in motion. And I just sort of just fell in love with the whole thing. So as soon as it was coming back in 2005, it could have been the worst thing ever made, but I was gonna love it. I don't remember the movie in 96. I remember there being loads of stuff on like Noel's house party at one point, so I'm guessing that was that what's it called? The one with the EastEnders. I remember it was that, but I think I remember that. It's like it reached into my brain and took a hold. And then I was like just waiting for it to come back. Sorry, I'm sure.
No, I'm trying to distract you, mate. I don't want you to.
Yeah, your turn's over.
I think.
No, I've not done any attacks or anything yet, have I? That's weird. Right.
He's killed 8. He doesn't think he's done any.
I don't know what this does. but I feel like I'm going to play it anyway. I don't know why you'd want to do this. So, I'll tell you what, I'll just tell you what it is, because I've just got the mana to play it. It's called the Master Formed Anew, and it's Anthony Ainley. A legendary creature, Time Lord Rogue, and the ability is Body Thief. When you cast this spell, you may exile a creature you control and put a takeover counter on it. You may have the Master Formed Anew enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature card in exile with the takeover.
Does the creature come back from exile when that dies then? Because if it's basically, it's like a zombie, isn't it? You send somebody into battle and save the actual creature itself. But no, because the body would die, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Yeah. What happens to Mrs. Dad when you kill the body? Does he come back?
Interesting. I don't know.
If it came back afterwards, like, so you get a double hit.
Oh, exile is out the game, isn't it? But
yeah, it's outside of it. But sometimes they
that's back when they've got counters on. Does it go into the exile with a counter on or something?
It's got a takeover token, takeover counter. Let's have a look. I'm looking up the ruling. Takeover counter.
What does it do to power and toughness? Does it bump them up in any way? Or just leave them what the creature already had? Maybe if it's changing the creature type,
so
it can be subject to different spells and sorceries and bump ups and things like that. Like if it suddenly turns into a legendary creature, it would get...
I mean, it already is. It's a Time Lord Rogue. It says takeover counters first appeared on the Master Formed Anew. They act as markers on a card exiled with it to allow it to become a copy of that creature. This allows for future copies of the Master Formed Anew to become a copy of cards exiled by previous versions.
No, I don't understand it.
I've got nothing on that. Absolutely nothing. Do you know what I think I might
Cycle
do?
that card.
I might just put him out there, like tap some mana and put him out there and just use him as a blocker. He's 0-1.
You're going to have to find somebody playing that on a YouTube video, aren't you, and see what happens.
Yeah, this is it. Or like, sort of put the shout out to the people on Twitter, just beg them for advice. Yeah, that's really weird. I've got no idea what it is. So yeah, basically that's just going to be a blocker now. That's nice, isn't it? Right, okay, I better move on to combat before everybody falls asleep. So who do I want to...
Somebody's wide open. Somebody's wide open.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I do want to attack that.
I mean, you can attack me with everything and get rid of the creatures I've got, which means I'll get another 2 out for 3 turns and then they'll die. But you would lose creatures then as well.
Who did I kill?
You killed Ace. Yeah, I've still got Joe Grant and the 7th Doctor.
Did Yaz go? No, Yaz is tapped. Fugitive Doctors
Summon, so it can block.
Can be used to block. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll attack with me 6/6 Dalek, then I'll attack Geoff with it.
Go, Geoff.
So 6/6 Dalek, and my fugitive is 5/5, so she's gone, and I have to take a hit point, so I'm down to 20.
Oh no, he's all right. He's not got trample. No, it's got menace though. So you
have to block with 2.
Oh, you can't. So you can't block.
No.
Yeah.
You're going to join me in the teens, Geoff?
So you have to take the 6.
Say again.
Are you going to join me in the teens then?
Yes, I think I'll have to. Yeah. So the fugitive was 5/5. How much are you hitting me with? So
6.
Okay, so
6,
5.
6.
So I just take 1 off of here, so I'm down to 20.
I don't know. It's not got trample. I think it menace you have to block with 2.
Oh,
you
sorry.
block.
Okay,
right?
I see what you mean. So so fugitive can stay in, is what you're saying. Okay,
so you just have to take 6.
Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, those Daleks got to go, haven't they?
Down to 15.
We need. There's no point killing the Daleks. We've got to kill Davros somehow, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's basically what's going to happen now. Cool. Okay. So I guess I'm into my end step. So that Dalek is now a 7/7, but he's tapped. I've also got a flying Dalek, so that's pretty cool.
Well, you say cool. I say horrendous.
I'll just roll me planes dice. And it's blank. Not using that one again, it's bad luck. So, at the beginning of my end step, create a 3/3 Dalek, so I'll just add a little triangle. No, that's rubbish. To create a clone of that one, so I've got 2 3/3 Daleks waiting in the ring, so that's fun. And then, if an opponent lost 3 or more life this turn, each opponent who lost 3 or more life this turn faces a villainous choice. I draw a card, or they lose a card. So that is just Geoff.
No, I did. I lost.
Are you discarding a card,
3
or can I have one?
Through that spell that killed Ace. But I've got Saga here. I'm gonna dump.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just looking at it and I don't want to use it. So.
Fair enough. You've got, I was looking through your deck the other day, you've got Trial.
Yeah, but I haven't actually had it ever come out in a game yet, so I can't remember what it does.
Yeah, you just have to wait it out, and then at the end everybody decides if one player is guilty and kills a creature.
But yeah, it doesn't. It sounds fun, but probably not as much as it sounds. That was your end fate.
Davros.
Is that?
Yeah, so yeah, Geoff, I just need to know whether you want to lose a card or you want me to draw one.
Let me see. I will lose a card.
Right.
Okay. And then I am done.
Right. Might be my last go, I guess. Right. Draw a card. Land. I could play a forest. Gives me a little bit more leeway. I'm going to roll the plains dice. Do you want to do it for me, since you've got all the land and stuff there, Chris?
Sure. I'll use my brand new one that I got out. Oh, you got a
Oh, so it's a new land.
Yeah, nothing bad happens.
Maybe.
To any of us.
Win some, lose some.
We've got 2 streams facility. Whenever you planeswalk to 2 streams facility, and at the beginning of the first upkeep of the game, each player chooses green anchor or red waterfall. Each player who last chose green anchor may play an additional land during each of their turns. Creatures controlled by players who last chose red waterfall get +2/+0 and have haste.
Okay.
Whenever Chaos and choose, each player who last chose green anchor chooses red waterfall and vice versa.
So now I'm just lost.
Yeah, I had that, and now I don't.
Let's try again. So the chaos just basically means that you swap the choice that you made.
Right, okay. But
so whenever you planeswalk to 2 streams facility, and at the beginning of the first upkeep of the game, each player chooses green anchor or red waterfall. Each player who last chose green anchor may play an additional land during each of their turns. Creatures controlled by players who last chose red waterfall get +2/+0.
right, okay. So do I choose? We all choose because we planeswalk there.
I'm going to go for red.
Well, I'm choosing the red waterfall because I want the bump up and haste.
Yeah, I am also choosing red waterfall. So that's easy. So we just have to remember that everybody gets.
Yeah, I really think I'm going to use this. Geoff's going to have his go, and then planeswalk, so you end up with the other one instead. That's the plan. It's a little bit specious, but right. Did I draw one? Yes, I did. I drew the forest and played that. So now how much land have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I really want a forest and 2 others for Jamie McCrimmon. He has trample, and he has haste and a +1/+1 as well, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, and +2.
Whenever I cast a historic spell, Jamie McCrimmon gets +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is that spell's mana value. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got any historic spells. Oh, are legendary creatures historic spells? No, they're not, are they?
No, I don't think so.
What I don't know what. I've never seen anything marked historic spell. So I don't know what that is, but okay. So I'll probably be ignoring that for quite a lot.
Should I just Google it?
I'm doing other things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more mana.
Historic spell, MTG. A card, spell, or permanent is historic if it has a legendary super type. So yeah, all of these legendary ones are historic.
Excellent. So that's my next move, is to bring out some legendary shizzle. Right, that's quite cheap. So I'll bring out the first Doctor, which needs a plane. Can one of you control water? Come on. One of you got blue in your deck?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2, and then one of any other. So whenever you cast a historic spell, Jamie McCrimmon gets +1/+1. So only till the end of turn. But he's already got his +2/+2, and he's got trample and haste, so he doesn't have to be summoned. And what I really want to do is bring something else out. I can't. Okay. Oh, but I've got one more land. Okay, I'll stop fanning about now. I'm going to play 2 to sacrifice an artifact. So that's down to, I've only got 2 clues left, and draw a card. That's really good, but too late. So, might as well use Jamie McCrimmon for an attack. How many creatures do you have out, Chris?
700.
Yeah.
What, untapped? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Jesus.
7.
Okay, well, it's kind of a bit of a waste not to use my haste, but that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Because I need more land.
Right, this will be my last go this evening, gents, if that's okay. So I am untapping, and I'm hoping to end us on a bit of a cliffhanger, but we'll see. Okay, I'm untapped, and I've drawn. Okay, so I'm going to play this. Temple of Enlightenment land card enters the battlefield tapped, and when it enters, you scry 1. So I can keep that, can't I, when I've scried it? Is that right?
No, it goes on back on top or on the bottom.
I'm going to put
of the
that
deck.
back on top. Okay. So it's tapped. Let me just check the order I want to do things in. Okay. So Temple of Enlightenment has given me a sun, and I'm going to use Soul Ring, tap, to get 2 of any mana, which now gives me 3, and then I'm going to tap my forest and remove its +4 that it had, which means I can now play this little beaut.
Mm-hmm.
So she has gone down. So that creature, Angel, has flying. When Angel of Serenity enters the battlefield, you may exile up to 3 other target creatures from the battlefield, or creature cards from graveyards. When Angel of Serenity leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to their owner's hands. So, Kris, please can we get rid of 3 of your creatures, please?
You've got 7. You might have to specify which ones.
You may exile up to 3 target creatures and/or creature cards from graveyards. So they come to hands.
Is that all? So every graveyard that affects,
or
is that target creature?
It's initially it's either or. Well, no, sorry, it's and or creature card. So it's up to 3 target creatures from the battlefield, and creatures from the graveyard. So I'm going to pick battlefield.
Okay.
So, Kris, can I get rid of your Davros?
I love you, Geoff.
Have you got Missy out as well? Okay.
Nope. Does it? I'm trying to work out if it counts as token creatures. Okay, so you got the choice of the Dalek drone, Davros Cyber Controller, and the Master Form.
Davros Cyber Controller and Dalek drone.
Damn, that Dalek drone's got flying as well. Damn. Oh, never mind. So they're over there until that thing goes.
So I'm not.
How long does that stay out?
And I had the beast.
Well, I guess it's until someone attacks the Angel of Serenity and defeats it.
Just look after that thing.
Right, so I'm now going to play another card, and for that, I need 3 of that, and a fire, and a land, which I can get from Temple of Abandon. So now I can play my sorcery of Last Night Together, the Singing Towers of Darillium, if that's how you pronounce it. Choose 2 target creatures, untap them. They're already untapped. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on each of them. They also gain Vigilance, Indestructible, and Haste until the end of turn. After this main phase, there is an additional combat phase. Only the chosen creatures can attack during that combat phase. So, let's give Yaz a +1 to make her a 6, and another +1. So she is now 10/10, and the fugitive is going to have a +1 to make her a 6, and another +1. So she is now 7, 8, 9, 10, 11/11.
Whoa.
Okay. And
I've always been a big admirer of you, Geoff. Always loved your big armies. Doctor Empathy here. Doctor Empathy's going on.
Okay.
I'm not scared.
So I'm also going to do a land of any kind, a forest, and a water, and I have to do 1 extra as well. That one. Now I can bring 13 back into play.
Don't forget, if you chose that thing, you've got haste. You chose the red waterfall. Your creatures are all bumped up and hasting, so you can attack with some summoned creatures.
Okay, that's good. All right. Okay, hold on. I'm not done. So I'm going to. I've got a clue token, which I'm going to sacrifice for the cost of 2 mana, so I can draw a card. Take my card, which brings back that. So that so I can use the 13th Doctor, even though I just brought her out.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wise. I'm just saying you can. But
so I can activate her paradox skill, can't I?
I don't know. Does haste only equate to attacking, or is that the whole card?
What
I must admit, Chris? I can't answer that question.
Yeah.
Do you want me to look it up while you're thinking what you're doing?
Yeah, okay. Please. Okay.
Yeah, you can use activated abilities.
Okay.
It so basically it circumvents summoning sickness.
Okay. So
that means anything that you cast from now is from anywhere but your hand.
So
yet you can
did
do the
that clue token.
As well.
So I can now put a 1. I'm going to have to use my old school dice here. So I'm going to put that +1.
Epic fail.
Angel of Serenity, who's now 6/7. And I'm going to I got so focused there on putting a load of stuff into play that I can't actually now attack. I don't think. Let me just check this.
Oh,
yeah.
Yaz and Fugitive Doctor. They're terrible, aren't they?
I haven't tapped them, but they've got Vigilance, Indestructible, and Haste. So are they attackable?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine. So in that case, I'm going to. I mean, if
you don't forget, you'd leave yourself open again.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm only going to tap the Fugitive. So, Chris, I'm going to come to you with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11/11 to attack. And don't forget, I have another combat phase with Fugitive after this.
11. Yeah, what have you got on it?
Vigilance, Indestructible, and Haste.
I'm going to...
Just means they can't be destroyed this turn.
Are you looking it up, Graham? I didn't quite hear you.
Yeah, indestructible permanents can't be destroyed by rules or effects.
Oh, okay. Oh, well then I will just block with the Master Formed anew and just, do that as the human shield that it was meant to be.
How many points did he have?
With the waterfall thing, he was a 2/1. It's not going to touch the Fugitive Doctor.
So then the Fugitive Doctor can attack again as part of my Last Night Together card. I want to get rid of some Daleks.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Attacking us with it again? Oh, well, I'll tell you what, then I'll block with me white alien.
Well, that's good. It's getting a couple of things off the board, Geoff.
Yeah.
With you unable to be touched, I guess.
Yes.
So where's the balancing act? Do you attack and try and get rid of a load of stuff and then risk being walloped?
Yeah.
Or are you careful and risk not doing enough damage?
Well, that Angel of Serenity has done something quite magical there, really, by being able to take a couple of cards out of play. So, I could then action that card again on my next turn and do it to you, Graham, to get rid of some of yours.
You could. I would advise against it. I know where you live. I don't know where you live. No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's all right. I'm quite pleased. You had a couple of things there, Chris, like Missy that creates cybers and stuff, and Davros. And I was thinking, as we were playing, there's got to be something in this deck that kind of does similar. And this is,
That was a lot. That was cool. I completely lost track of what was going on, but it's wiped everything.
And the paradox thing,
because you added to yourself and you took away a lot of Chris's stuff.
Yeah,
it's good
for now. Yeah,
well, for now.
I think it puts us on a even keel again.
Yeah, do you know what? Chris started this session wiping out quite a lot of stuff, and the whole session has been get back to where you were before that happened.
Yeah,
and I'm just about got there. So
for our next part, we're on on a good more even keel.
I mean, I have lost a lot of life in that spell. I've lost 10 life, but
yes, I have. That's true. Yeah,
I feel I'm getting more into what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Same. A few weeks ago, I'd never have figured out how to attempt any of what I just did there, but I feel more confident with it. So that's great. All right, gents. I will say good night for now, and thank you for watching. And we will liaise on a date for the next round, and we'll see you viewers. And I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.